All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, definitely, but only because the first place I went to was a 14-hour flight, which was stressful because I hate flying. But other than that, no. I chose to work in both places. I worked for an insurance company doing translations of really boring, really long legal documents in Santiago in Chile for 6 months. And then I went to a language institute in France for 5 months. Obviously it depends on the person, and if like a course or university really attracts you, definitely go for that. But I would always say work, because it's such a different experience. You get to meet people, you don't have to deal with deadlines. I think it's nice as a shake up to the last 2 years you've had at Newcastle to do a work placement, but it depends on the country, I think. In Chile, my working hours were kind of restrictive. I mean, they're quite normal working hours, it's just I wasn't used to it being a student. They were about 9 till 7 p.m. So I mostly socialised with work friends, and then after about 2 months I decided to foray into like international communities over there. And the British Council is actually quite a good resource in a lot of countries, mainly because there's like a pool of English students that are there, and you can kind of contact them and meet up with them if you're missing English vibes. So yeah, I made some friends with that. Tea, actually. Yeah, South American people don't really do tea bags very well, so yeah, tea bags. No. I guess maybe sometimes not taking the opportunity, just because there was a weekend away that I was going to go that meant I would have had to be on a bus for a really long time, and I was going to get back from work really late, and I think I just didn't want to deal with the logistics, but it would have been a really cool trip, so I kind of regret not doing that. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of definitely, I wouldn't say a dialect of Spanish, but it's a variation where there's so much slang. And the one word which I didn't get until quite late on was weon, which is just W-E-O-N, and they use it for everything. Like, it's just a filler word. It can mean like your friend or shit or whatever, but it's just a filler word, and it's quite hard to find online, so that would have been a good thing to know. Not very well at first, actually. I really missed being abroad, and both places I went were really warm, so obviously coming back to Newcastle was a bit hard in that sense. I think just kind of trying new things, because I felt like the Newcastle that I left needed to be sort of different to the one I came back to, so I tried joining new societies and just doing different things than I had in first and second year. That was quite helpful. Probably the routine. It was quite nice having like a regular working job, and once the end like of your working day stops, you can kind of put that to the side and then enjoy like a social life. I think at university things overlap quite a lot, and so often you'll take home like a deadline, and you'll take home some work or just a concern about something in the way that I don't think you have to when you work normally, so I miss that. Probably the most common cliche piece of advice, which is definitely to say yes to everything, because even if it ends up really, really badly, I think you'd rather know that it went that way and not always wonder what if. So I think always say yes, and definitely don't be afraid to ask people for corrections, because most native people love giving you corrections when you're talking in a foreign language, and it's the best way to improve.
Great. Thank you very much.